Kakadosh Boker Tov. We're continuing with the halachot of Amira Legoy. Yesterday we mentioned an important halacha of the difference of how the goy is going to come, the non-Jew is going to turn on the light, and in one case it was going to be permitted, and in the other case it was going to be prohibited. The only question was, did I go with the non-Jew or not? So if I told him to go to the back room and he took, and I told him to get whether it's potato chips or whatever the case was, and he went on his own, after he turns on the light in order to find it, I'm allowed to benefit from it. However, though, if I went with him to the back room, then it's prohibited. The same halacha would apply to washing dishes. What happened if right now there's no light in the kitchen? And I told the goy, listen, we just finished the meal, please wash the dishes. So now he goes to the kitchen, he turns on the light, and he starts washing the dishes. Once he turns on the light for washing the dishes, I am allowed to come afterwards and benefit from that light, because the ikar, the main purpose of the turning on the light was in order that he could wash the dishes. And number two, also, I could even help him wash the dishes afterwards. I shouldn't do it that I've told him to wash the dishes and then I come in and then I stay by myself washing the dishes. But once he's come and he's turned on the light for a permissible use, which is to come and to wash the dishes, and he's doing it for himself because he wants to wash the dishes, right? So then it's going to become permitted for me to benefit afterwards. The same halacha would always apply in any situation where I could tell the goy to do something in a permissible fashion, and then afterwards the goy does it in a prohibited fashion. For example, I come and I tell the goy, listen, I want you to take up the stairs, right? Or I want you to take from my house to the Bet Knesset this certain object. Now the goy comes and he decides he wants to take a car, or he decides that he's going to take the elevator to take it to a higher floor. In such a case, the fact that I only asked him to do a heter, and there's a possibility to do the heter, right? The fact that he chose afterwards to come and to do an isur, it's going to come and it's going to be permitted. So he says over here like this: Therefore, it's going to be permitted if somebody's found in a hotel, right, in a very high floor. So he says he's allowed to tell the goy to bring him something, and even if the goy is going to use the elevator for this, as long as the goy could have gone up in the cheder madrigot in the stairs, even if it would have been difficult for him to do so, right? But he says, so then it's going to be permitted. Only in a case where the goy would not have done so whatsoever, right? For example, it's very, very, very heavy things, and it's a very high floor, so that for sure the goy would have not have done it. Then in that case, no. But in any case where there's even a slight chance where the goy could go up, and it's not something heavy, right? Or it's not, and now the goy comes and the goy decides to take the elevator to go up, there's no problem whatsoever. I'm allowed to tell him, please, can you take this up? There's no problem. And then, right at the end of the day, I'm allowed to benefit from it because I told the goy to do it in a tzad shel heter, right, in a permissible way, and he was the one that went and decided to do it in a prohibited way.